All right. Welcome to the first episode on PTV. Tonight we're discussing whether a female or a woman's past define her future.
All right.
And the topics are, should a man even ask a woman her body count?
Okay.
Should a man even ask a woman about her body count? How do y'all feel about that?
I don't think so.
I would respond that with a question, why does it matter?
Why you say that?
Because it's almost like you're equalizing a number to the value of a woman.
Okay. I'm not gonna say nothing because it's not about me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But a lot of men do feel like if a woman has like 10 or 20 bodies, right? That means she's a, you know what I'm saying? She's a whole, or she's that. So tell me why it shouldn't matter, or why a man shouldn't even ask.
That's basically what she just said, though, that a number doesn't define anything.
Exactly. So why?
Why it doesn't define it?
Yes.
Because it's about me, and I say so. I'm a woman, and I feel like we can all just be generalized the same way that men be like, oh, you can generalize all men about this or about that. You can't just put us on the same pedestal and judge because of a number of past sexual relations that you have with someone. You know, things like that just happen. It depends on the age. It depends on the maturity. I feel like sexually, I was a different person back in high school, for example, than I am now.
So you're saying there's phases, right?
Yeah, you can change. You can't judge my whole self and my actions at that moment.
Yeah, like just a number, you know?
What do you think?
Cam, what you think?
It's just, I don't know. Depends on like what you're going into that relationship with the person for. Like,
That's a good
if
point.
it's just for sex, then why the fuck are you gonna ask me how
Right.
people I've had sex
That's also
That's true.
That's an ironic concept.
So let me ask y'all this, right? All right. For example, I'm the man. I want to have a serious relationship with y'all, right? And I say, I want you to be my girlfriend, right? I'm dating you to be my wife. So do I have authority to ask you about your body count?
authority. That's a good way of putting it. Authority, I don't know about authority. I mean, I can't stop what you're gonna ask me. You know, I can, force you to be away. You can ask me, but I don't think
When I say authority, right? I'm saying if I ask you this, right? We're dating for me to be
No, I get
your
it.
husband. Are you gonna get mad if I ask you about this?
I don't think I'm gonna get mad about it, but I would like to communicate with you that, even if I might have an answer that you don't want to hear, that does not define how I'm gonna be in this relationship.
I like that.
How
Okay.
I'm gonna treat you.
Okay.
I want to add on to that too, because I feel like if you're already at that point where you want to marry a woman, at that point I feel like you guys would have already communicated your past already.
That's not a fact with a lot of women. A lot of women, they lie. So if I met you today, right, and I say, you're beautiful, I like you, I want to get to know you more. How many people have you been with? You might say 3. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that's a lie.
But I feel like
Yeah.
the lying is because at that moment we're just trying to say something they want to hear, because
That's a
we
good
know
point,
how
too.
men are.
I mean, J.
So-
Cole actually, well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say
Go ahead.
that, can I? Yeah, J. Cole made a line saying that, like talking about, he asked her for her body count, she said 3, you gotta multiply that by 10, like, well, multiply it by 3, like, I feel that because it is such a weird concept to deconstruct, even now, and in a society where we do have hookup culture, it's like what she said. Some girls just respond with how they think
You have to be realistic.
they want to
about
hear,
it. Men have to be realistic about like just how things are. I mean, you can't do something and act a certain way and have your friends act a certain way and expect women to act the opposite just because we need to maintain our posture or something like that.
Okay.
No, if it's like men, if men want to do what they want to do, they're gonna do it, right? And not be scared of anything, of being judged or something. Why? Because we don't really judge you guys for that. Women don't really judge men for that.
What is that word? Like a double sorted.
You're saying it's the same thing.
Yeah,
So
it's
women or men, they should be who they is, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I feel you
differentiate
guys
by
lie about
gender.
that stuff too.
No, we don't. Men don't lie about it.
That's a lie. It's so,
Man, look, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why men don't feel like they should be. They should lie about it, because a woman is getting penetrated, right?
Okay.
A man's doing the penetration. So
Okay.
if that's what they think. You know what I'm saying? That's how they feel. So if my girl that I'm dating, you know what I'm saying, she go out, she has sex with somebody else, I'm gonna feel real, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be heartbroken, real heartbroken, right?
Okay.
But it's different because y'all look at it as emotion. You're not just gonna go, or am I wrong? Or is
I don't think you should y'all, because I feel like that depends on the person for like 100%. Me and Genesis are very different in a lot of like relationship concepts, talking, you know, so I might think something, she might think something else.
So are
I'm not
men wrong?
emotions about my sexual relations. Like,
I'm saying, are men wrong? How when they look at women, they go, if a woman is cheating, they have emotion involved. Is that wrong?
No, I think it's wrong because it's like saying what men always say, that it's like, oh, this isn't the nature of the men. Lies. There is no nature of
I think,
that.
yeah.
Matter of fact,
Wait.
I want to hear what she got to say. She not saying nothing.
Yo, about what though?
Like the emotion thing.
That men, oh, if men have sex with other women, it doesn't matter because, you know, they don't really act on emotions. But with women, it's a little bit more personal. Like, do you think that's a thing?
Not at all, really, because either side can get their feelings hurt. Like sometimes.
No, that's not the point. We're saying if you go out to a club right now, right, and you meet somebody, and y'all end up having sex, is there emotion? Are you emotionally attached to the person?
Like basically, yeah, but when it comes to cheating, I would say yes. That if a man is not providing what he needs to provide for his woman, she's gonna go look for that somewhere else. Like something that I realized the other day is like a lot of men nowadays, they want to have you to themselves without any title, without any like commitment involved, you know? But they don't want you to go out there and be with anybody else. Okay, that's fine. They want you all to themselves, but they're not treating you like they want you only to themselves. Like you can't treat me like how you're treating everybody and expect me only to want to be with you.
No, to give you, yeah.
That doesn't work like that. So yes, I do think that if a woman goes out there to cheat, they don't necessarily think about it as like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, get a nut in, to say it like that, right?
Okay.
For women, it's not really like that. You know, for women, it's like if she's with
For
a
you.
person, if she's in love with
Can
that
you say
person.
for you, because I don't agree.
Well, yeah,
Oh, you don't agree?
yeah, I guess for you.
Why you don't agree?
Because I can go out there just to get a nut in.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like, yeah, I'll go. Like, I don't
Yeah,
think-
but they're saying like in a way of cheating. Like,
I don't know
women,
because I've
like,
never
hook up
been
with
in a
somebody
relationship.
else?
I think that's,
Oh.
I have never
Okay, that's
liked
okay.
someone.
You've never been in a relationship, or
I have
you
not.
have guys that thought y'all was in a relationship?
No, I have never been in a relationship.
That's insane.
Yeah, I have never. Well, I got here really
either?
late, so.
Okay.
That's true. You haven't, yeah.
That's insane.
I have never had a boyfriend. Like, this is my boyfriend, you know. So
Okay,
I
so-
think it's hard for me to answer that.
So you're saying, right, guys shouldn't have the authority to ask you.
Remember the word authority. It's like authority for me. It's like right. You know, you have the right to say whatever you want. We can't take that away from you. But it depends.
But are you gonna lie to, or are you gonna tell the truth?
If we're about to get married,
No.
that's
Right?
what
If
you
I
asked
just
me
no,
earlier.
if I just met you, and I want you to be my girlfriend, and I ask you your body count, are you gonna lie to me?
I will answer you. I most likely will lie to you, and I probably won't talk to you again because of that question. I'm gonna take a switch
Yeah,
out of
that's,
this.
that's a good point too, because girls find that shit out.
But
I'm gonna
that-
be
but that
like,
makes no
bro,
sense.
this guy just asked
No.
me what's my body count on our first date. Can you believe this shit?
But okay, this is my way of thinking about it. Like, to answer your question, will we be mad about that question? That all depends on who is like who it is, you know, like we were just talking. She has different points of views when it comes to relationships or just hookups, and I might have a different point of view with that. So I feel like some girls might not give a shit to tell you, yeah, my body count is 50, you know? Some girls really don't. But some girls don't really care about that question. Like, it's
They don't want to
some
feel judged
girls-
about it, and the answer will get a judgment.
because let's be honest, the guys that are asking these questions and the way that they're asking these questions,
Because they want to know your past, right?
but that doesn't define my past. Me, because okay, let's see.
It don't exactly. It don't define your past, but they want to know what you've been through. So if you have phases in your life, right? I want to know why you did this.
No,
Why-
you don't. It's your first date. You just want to judge me.
No, I didn't. Say, I didn't look. Look,
It's our first
I didn't say.
date.
I didn't say it was your first date. I
Yes,
said
you
I no.
did.
I said I
Didn't
met
go.
you. I said I met you. I want you to be my girlfriend. If I want you to be my girlfriend, that means I know you to a certain extent, right?
Wait, but I asked you that, and then you said no. It's
No,
the first
we were
date.
talking about the club thing. Now I'm saying
Okay.
if I know you, right, and I want you to be my girlfriend, that means I know you to a certain extent, right? So I can ask you that.
Yeah, but I
question.
feel like at that point, you should be able to trust each other to genuinely answer that and not feel like you're gonna get judged. You know what I mean?
It depends too on where you're coming from. Like, if you feel like you can explore sexually, like without having to disclose that to them, then you should expect the same of them, like to not be.
But at this point, he's looking more forward. He's thinking more. He's thinking more about like when he's about to marry you. So I think that at that point, you guys have to be honest with each other. You know, you guys have to know each other
Okay.
enough and trust each other enough to have this conversation. Because you do have to be mature in a relationship to disclose
Okay.
this subject.
I hear y'all.
If you're about to marry someone, like even their answer shouldn't even affect it.
Yeah, that's
that
what I
you
mean.
won't marry them.
I know you. I'm about to marry you, so I know you're not gonna judge me for
No
whatever.
matter
I
what,
say.
I'm still gonna marry you. Like,
And if you do, then we weren't meant to be.
Exactly. Feel me? Okay, so I got y'all. So basically, right, if you have a body count of 10 or more, let's say 20, right? Does that so you have
I'm not. I'm smiling.
if one okay, so for example, I'm not saying y'all do or whatever it is, right? If Cammy here, she got a body count of 5.
Okay.
And you got a body count of 25, right? A man is gonna look at you as undesirable, right? And a man's gonna look at you as desirable because
But that also depends on the man's point of view.
Yeah,
Because
that's
what if you
true.
want
I have
somebody
met a
that's-
grown man that doesn't care.
Or what if they want somebody, what if they view that number as, I want the girl that has more experience.
Yep. Also, it's a lot about like the man wants you to have a small body count, but he wants you to be good and bad and know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, that's
and he wants to be like, you know, it's just a lot on those guys. And at this point, I feel like thank God for this generation, we're growing a more open-minded, both women and men, to get to the point where we're actually speaking up. Because back then, we wouldn't even speak up. I feel like a lot of the reasons why we would lie about that is because we knew that it was a bad thing in men.
you'll get judged.
Nowadays, I feel like people just don't. They both accept
more
that this is
open-minded,
something that
yeah.
doesn't matter. You know,
Okay.
that's something that won't. Like I said, I was a totally different person when I was in high school than I am now. So
Yeah.
maybe back in high school, I would make decisions about my sex partners that nowadays I wouldn't, because I'm more mature. You know,
Alright.
I grew up.
So tell me about the phases in y'all life, in a woman's life, right? Cause she was telling me about, you know, like you said in high school, you might be anybody that talk to you, you get in love. If I come to you and say, hey, you look beautiful, then you butterflies, right?
Right.
Then you sleep together. So tell me the phases. Do you change? If you got a 30 body count, do you change? Can you change?
I don't get it.
Well, I would say like just because you have a high body count because of like something of your past, can you change? Yeah, I definitely feel like, okay, think about it in a sense of some people when they're heartbroken, their way of healing is running through people. You know, unfortunately, that's a truth of something that does happen. And on whichever side that you're on, you know, of that situation, like sometimes you don't even realize that you're doing that, you know, you're in that healing process. So why would a number, like let's say I was healing from a really bad relationship that just ended, or maybe the way it ended was really bad and I just need to kind of just distract myself. What if during that phase I don't know, decided to heal in that way, you know, start hooking up with people?
To forget that person.
Yeah, are you gonna
And you're
judge
like-
those people? Like, everybody is different. Not people aren't gonna heal the same way. Then there's other people that just truly don't give an F to just hook up with whoever. You know, they're using protection. They take maybe like birth control and stuff like that, and they're communicating, "Hey, I'm just exploring
Yeah,
my
I don't think
sexuality
that-
right now." You know.
Yeah.
So putting a number on it, it's just almost like a prejudgment of what maybe the story behind that number could mean. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why I think women feel like that question is just
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't, like, I don't think women go after sex thinking it's, oh no, like, this is a bad thing. I'm devaluing myself. We don't look at it that way.
How do you look at it?
I look at it as in, like, if I feel like it and it's the time where I want some company or I don't know, I'm horny. If I'm horny, you know, there's no taboo on that word. Women also feel horny. So if we want to go and have sex with somebody that we have been feeling like having sex with, that's not like, oh no, look at what am I doing with myself? Like, why am
Like, I'm adding another number.
That is not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. Sex is not bad, guys. Sex is natural.
Okay. What you say?
Well, people who are curious are always listening. More to find out.
People are curious, they always want to find out. But y'all gotta remember, if I don't want my woman to have, you know what I'm saying, a lot of men that went through her, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that. That means I can go outside and go to a supermarket and I can see like 5 dudes that's looking at my girl and say, yeah, I already done went through her. I already had that. Y'all gotta remember, y'all gotta see that too. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Your life for
No,
you,
listen.
or you living your
No.
life for you.
Yeah.
You
Like that's your.
You didn't hear what I said. You heard something else. I just said. I said if I'm with you, right? Or I'm with you, right? And we're seriously dating, like 5 years, and we still not married, whatever the case may be. We go to Walmart. There could be 6 guys that already had sex with you, right?
The way I feel like this way.
No, it's not.
So crazy.
It's not how I'm thinking. I'm just saying how
No, but
guys,
even if
how
even
guys
an
thinking,
option.
right? How
Okay.
guys thinking.
Let's
a lot you're thinking.
let's play the devil's advocate on that, right? Okay, this is just how I would think if I was in that case. Number one, if I'm insecure about who I'm dating, I should not be dating them. That's just like a fact.
How does that make you insecure?
No, wait. I'm saying in the sense of like, if you have security over what you have, like, if you know that this girl is only about you, right? Like, let's use your example. 5 years you guys have been together, you guys haven't been married for whatever reason, things happen.
Exactly.
But there's 2 guys that are like, oh, you know, I already hit that. Why would you care? They're literally just trying to make you feel
And you've
jealous.
been with that
because
person
this
for
girl
5 years.
Is yours, you know? Like, if you know that she's committed to you and that she just wants to be with you, why would it matter if 2 guys would be like, oh, I hit that?
Okay, so now it goes to this right here. You guys are single, right?
Okay.
You guys are single. So don't it make sense, right? Don't it make sense to not just go around, if you go to the club, to not just go around, okay, I see a guy like, he's cute, whatever the case may be, right? Damn, I'm horny. We're gonna hook up.
But what?
Next weekend.
But why does
the
it have
same
to
thing
make
happen.
sense to you or to men?
Say, why does it have to make
Yeah,
sense?
because you're like, why does it make sense that you're gonna see somebody in the club and you're gonna hook up or have sex with them? Why? What is the sense? Like, why?
That's what we was just talking about.
That needs to make
That's
sense.
that's what we're talking about. You meet somebody 2 months later, right? And you've been in the club every weekend for the past 2 months, and you've been hooking up for the past 2 months, and now you finally meet somebody that's serious, and that's what he want to know about your past. He don't want to go to the same club and 10 guys see you and say, okay, yeah, I had it before. He wants somebody
Yeah.
that's you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know, I get it, but I don't look at that question. Oh?
Find a different club. Problem solved.
We are in the same city.
Okay, but also
Like,
this
I'm
is
not gonna-
no. Actually, that's a good point of view because maybe this girl. Okay, now I feel like I can understand if a girl is being trashy about certain things. Like if a girl is not being like careful with herself, because I feel like at a certain point you have to know and love know yourself, love yourself and respect yourself enough to know, like, you know, okay, if I do want to participate in hookup culture, I need to be clean, you know, I need to make sure that this person isn't going to just give me something, because now, you know, medical should get involved, and that's not something that I don't think anybody would want to, you know, deal with. So I think, like, if that's the way that you're looking at it, like,
I'm
you know,
looking at it as like,
A bad thing.
no,
And it's not
no.
a bad thing.
Yeah, you gotta stop thinking like that. And I'm not attacking
It
you.
is.
No, I'm not
Because you say,
attacking
where
you.
is this sense? Why does it make sense? Like, what is the sense?
No, I'm not.
plus, why is this chick going to the
I'm not
same
a-
club that she was hooking up?
Right? What
A lot of
Like,
girls
she
do that
has
though.
men.
But
A lot
then
of
that
girls do
means she
that.
hasn't grown
But look,
mentally. You
well,
know?
how I'm
She's
saying
still
it,
in the
how I'm
same-
saying is like, if you already know, okay, I want a relationship in a year. I want to have kids in a year with the same person. I don't want to have no baby daddy. I want to have a husband. I want to have this. You feel me? So if you're single right now, you should be selective of who you go out and hook up with, right? So you should be going out every weekend.
No, because
and
what if I'm not thinking about getting a husband? What if I don't want to get married?
then that's on you. You don't want you don't
That's
want a
why
husband.
I'm saying it doesn't have
But
to
is
be a
that how you
sense.
thinking?
It's everybody's different.
Yeah, that's
Is that how you thinking?
Yeah, I don't want to get married. I never aspired to finding a husband and having kids and having a family. Why? I don't know. I just never thought about it. My mom is from the same country as me and she thinks differently. My sister is from the same country as me. It's not about my culture because, you know, my culture, it is a hookup culture. She can agree.
I know that. I know Brazilians. You know what I'm saying?
Brazilians, we like to have fun. I'm Brazilian, guys. That's why I'm saying that. But I think it's to do with the person.
Okay.
It's for sure to do with the person.
So you're not looking for a husband. So that question don't. You go out there and do your
Yeah,
thing.
I can't
Hear
even
me?
think that way.
Go out there and do your
because
thing.
the fact that I'm not aspiring for it. That's not going out.
But are you guys looking for a husband? In a year, in 2 years, it's go or whatever, a wife, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you guys looking for somebody that's gonna hold you and be intimate with? Or you guys looking for something like that? What I'm saying is,
what about if like you meet somebody, right, and they don't act the way that you like, you know, they're like out there and then they do hookups or whatever, but then when that person starts liking you, she changes her posture because she's looking forward to be with you in a relationship. That's why you can't judge somebody for the way they act, because this is the way I'm acting single, for example. And this is the way I'm acting because I'm in a relationship and because I respect you and I respect what we have.
okay.
You know, that's why I'm saying you can't judge, and it doesn't matter the body count that you had
Let me tell you,
because that's who you were before you met that person.
it's always gonna be there. The judge is always gonna be there.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But action, yeah.
Right,
If you had
exactly.
if you have 45 bodies, right? When I meet you, you got 45 bodies. It's always gonna be in the back of my head. Damn, how the hell? You feel me? How the hell you have 45 bodies?
But that-
now,
And I will be thinking, if I really like this girl, I'm gonna
I
give
can
her the best sex so she don't
get
ever
what
have
he's
to have
saying
sex with
because
nobody
I
else.
cannot even imagine looking at it and being like, oh my god, he had sex with so many girls. Yeah, no, I don't.
it's different.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
it's different for guys. It's different.
Oh no, yeah. That,
Y'all don't think so? Let me know.
no,
Y'all
no,
think so?
yes.
But now we're putting a
Is it-
point
is it
here.
different?
Now we're putting a point in here.
Okay. Is
You
it
know,
different for
It
guys?
is so, of course, guys.
So you can't say, oh, he had sex with 10 girls. It's different.
How come guys don't get asked that question so much? They don't give a shit. Because it doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter. A girl, first of all, girls don't ask that question to guys.
We don't care.
Actually, that's just speaking for me and my girls. You know, we don't really ask about that stuff because I feel like it's like a double stigma kind of
If
situation.
I'm with you, right?
Guys will have sex with anything that has a pulse. It doesn't matter at some point, okay? So for y'all to ask us this question, like, oh,
That's not you, though.
y'all have I'm gonna stand in front of somebody over dinner, right? As I'm falling for them, you got 40 people that you fucked. I don't want to fuck with you. What?
Or even
Why not?
asking
Does
this
that even
question.
matter? Like,
Thank God,
that
I haven't
doesn't
got
matter.
asked this question ever since high school. So I'm very proud of society for that. I just got
Wait, really? You've
Yeah.
never asked that question?
ever since high school.
That's crazy.
You gotta
oh,
remember.
High school I used to get asked that a lot, guys, and I would lie every time.
Yeah, that's a
to answer this question.
You gotta remember, a guy is the breadwinner. The guy is the dominant one, right? So he's
Not in this
protecting
society
you.
anymore.
Nah, he's protecting you.
That's why he keeps saying authority.
Exactly. Authority. But listen, are you guys gonna get with a guy that's not the authority? Huh?
Say like you're with.
Are you gonna get with
I
a guy-
like being the authority sometimes, but I do like an authority, oh man.
Exactly.
If that's a word. I like an alpha, but I can be the alpha too. We can do it both together.
Yeah, alright.
It's true.
So,
Wait, what if? Yeah,
If you were just attracted to someone like so much, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you. I feel like when you like somebody so
You
much,
fall in love.
you're not worried about their body. You're not worried about who they were.
So
You're
that
not worried
means you
about how
can't
they
lie.
acted.
So that means you can't lie.
Yeah, but we already
So
answered
then,
that.
all
question.
right, guys, we promise to stop lying if y'all promise to stop asking this dumbass question. Like,
If
hello.
I don't promise anything.
yourself, like if you're being honest with yourself every day and you're honest with people, then you're gonna attract people that are honest with themselves.
That's why I attract liars. I feel lying. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. Be honest.
Alright, so
Be honest, but
so-
also don't answer that question.
Wait, also
So
because
the first topic, the first topic was, should guys even ask women this? And y'all say no.
No. answer
Bet.
is no.
And the second one was, does having a a body count of more than 10 make you undesirable? And you
No.
said no, and you said
You shouldn't give a fuck.
you shouldn't give a fuck, and you said
She said.
If I look at you or a man and I'd be like, oh my god, this guy is so cute, like he's so good looking, whatever, I like his smile, and then I found out that he has more than 10 body count, I'd be like, ew, I'm never talking to you again. That would not happen.
like what like what
No, it don't happen.
If you have a body count of 30, I'm gonna ask you, are you done with that life? You feel me? That's what I'm gonna ask you. So you gotta let me know.
But that's in a relationship,
So we
right?
have no.
Not our first date.
No, not a first date, but I'm getting to know you.
Okay, then
And I wanna
yes,
get
I
serious. You
think
gotta
you
let me
should.
know.
Some guys really
Answer
to be
the
OG
truth.
and asking this like the first.
I think you should answer the truth if you're looking
Okay.
to have a future with that man. If not, then
And
why
if
you
you're
even ask?
lying, that does make you undesirable because you're lying.
That's true.
But it makes you undesirable for asking that question. So
They don't because
no, I'm telling you, it does.
no, I'm saying it don't. Let me tell you why. And if you feel like that,
What do you mean? I'm
look,
telling you, for me, it does.
I understand. I'm saying if you feel like that, you can feel like
Let
that.
us know in the
But
comments.
that's gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be
I'm
with
gonna
you.
be like, bro, this guy just asked me for my body
And
count.
you're gone.
I'm gonna block him right now. I don't want to see him.
Nah,
That's
be
really
real.
that
because
is
he looks
really
undesirable.
And you guys gonna lose a lot of. This I ain't even gonna say nothing.
good men.
Yes, a lot of good men because they
Oh,
want.
I'm not worried about it.
Because they want to know who they with.
I'm
If
not worried.
I'm with
Right?
somebody
If-
and I tell them
They're
that
not
my
out
body
there.
count is 30, and they find that repulsive, then you're just not my man.
no. If
You're
I-
not meant
look,
to be for me.
if I-
It's
Yeah,
already
no, no,
written in
listen,
the
listen.
book.
Have fun.
Look, look,
Go
listen.
to the next
If
one
I-
that has a 2 body count.
If I ask you what your body count, you tell me 30. Now I'm gonna ask you how come. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
did you go through some? Then you gonna say, yeah, I went through some. I had a hard. I'm like, okay, bet. Now the next question I'm gonna ask you is, are you done with that? You feel me? Then you gonna say, yeah, I'm done. Then I'm gonna say, all right, bet. We're gonna let the action speak.
But I can only
I'm gonna
answer
take you
that if
serious.
I'm with him. Because if
I
I'm not
saw-
with him, I'm not done. That's so simple.
I feel like
It's so simple.
guys that ask that question aren't really asking it how you maybe are thinking. I'm sure there's other men out there that think about it the same way that you're talking, right? But I think that a big place where we come from has to do with how men are like perceiving us with these questions, you know, like how they ask us about this stuff and how they communicate with us about these subjects is why we find it so like
But that's why I asked you. Does that mean can a woman change? Does her
Yeah.
past define her? So,
Of course.
so we already answered that. So you said
the past
yeah,
does
you
not
can
define you.
change. So a man shouldn't look at you as like, okay, your body count's 30, so I'm gonna look at you as like a whole, right? So you can change. So we should stop looking at you like that. But you have to communicate that you're gonna stop.
But we only have to communicate if it matters. What we're trying to say is that it doesn't matter. Because if it doesn't
No,
matter,
but
it
you're
doesn't
trying to say
matter.
that. You're trying to say that because you don't want no husband.
No,
You're trying to say that.
That's not why. I
No,
don't want a
it's not the
husband, but I
point.
know what it feels to like somebody. I know what it feels to want a monogamy relationship. You know, it's not because I don't want a husband that I don't want to fall in love. You know, I'm not saying that I don't want to be in a monogamy relationship. What I'm saying is that when you ask the question, you're saying, oh, we shouldn't judge them for the answer. So if the answer doesn't matter, then, you know, why is this even a question?
The answer do matter. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, then that's
And-
where we're getting.
But
It
to
matters.
you, it don't matter.
But you're
But to
asking us.
her, it mattered. If I ask her that and I'm trying to take it serious, that's what she told me. Right? Cammy might be different, but that's what she told me. She said
Wait.
it does matter.
to ask that question.
Yes, if I'm being serious with you, right? And I ask you, yo, how many bodies you got? You say I got 20. And I say, all right, so did you go through something? You say, yeah, I went through something. This what I went through. And I
I
say,
feel like you can ask that question without having to ask that body count. Like if you want to know somebody, you want to love somebody, you can ask them about their past and like get to know them. But then like my question is this too, right? So like let's say you guys have been talking, now you guys are dating, you're at a point where you feel comfortable with each other, you know, you feel like you've almost like unified in a sense in like with your love, right? And then you get curious about this, you ask this question and she says some crazy ass shit, let's say 70, then what? You're already in love with her, you love the person that she is now. Why would it
Why
ever
does it matter?
And why does it have to
I
be that question that's
already told
asked
you why it
to
matters.
then get to the point of like,
I already told you.
you know, obviously if she's
Are you
down-
willing to stop? That's why we're asking you that
But
question.
sir,
can
if you're in a
have to
relationship,
stop.
obviously you have to stop.
Not for a lot of women.
But you can
Okay,
ask
that's
a question.
cheating. So that's a different
Exactly.
question.
So we have to know who we're going to a relationship with. So I'm going to ask you.
But
I'm going to ask
baby,
you. I'm
she
going to
can
ask
give
you
you the
again.
whatever answer she gives you. If she wants to cheat, she's still gonna cheat. That's the same with the men. She can tell you too, and you can believe her, and you can have proof that she
Or
only
not.
has sex with 2 guys. If she wants to cheat, she is going to cheat. She's a cheater. We're not putting
Yeah,
women.
body count is
you know?
starting to like
Yeah, it's,
get attached to other questions that don't necessarily need
Yeah, it
that
just makes it
question
seem like it's
to get to
bad.
know that answer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like you're saying like because I want to know if she's changed, because I want to know if she's not doing the same things that she was doing in the past, I must ask her about a number. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're coming from. Like that question is like that's like saying on a scale from 1 to 10, how are you feeling right now? You know that if somebody answers 2, they're probably pretty sad, you know? They're answering 10, they're pretty happy. Okay, so that's like a scale that is based on a judgment, because you need to be able to have a measurement for this question, right? Because it's a number question. So that's basically what we're saying. Like you're adding
A number.
yeah, you're adding a negative connotation to a high number. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all you're doing with asking that question is judging a person. You can get to know these other questions that you want to know without having to ask that
Yeah,
question.
and also I can have all the opinions in the world. She can have all the opinions in the world. At the end, we're talking about relationship cheating. We're talking about blowing out that relationship, disrespecting your man. That's different. That's
Yeah,
different. That's being a disrespectful person. I think whoever goes behind somebody's back that they say they love and they're having their intimate sex with, and they go and get with somebody else, you're a person that is disrespecting somebody. It's not about your body count. It's not about how you used to act, about who you are at that moment and how you treated that circumstance,
Yeah.
you know?
All right. So you're saying it shouldn't matter.
Correct.
At the same time, I'm saying it does matter. He's still because
You know what's crazy, though?
still because if she has 5 bodies, I'm still gonna go to the 5 bodies. That's how men think. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, though?
No,
That's why this
not to
one
analyze
has...
yourself with
No, I'm not saying.
Yeah, I had men that think like that.
I'm not saying myself. I'm saying most men think like that. That's it.
So that's
Well,
why this
then you're gonna
podcast
get-
So y'all shit.
is going
then
to
okay, this is what I have to say to that.
not solved.
The men that think like that have their pair already out there that doesn't have a high body count. The women, like, let's just say us, that don't give a shit about our body count, are gonna be with the men that are gonna love us for who we are and like what we are in the moment, because people are always changing. Like if you meet somebody at a young age and your goals for that relationship is to die together, do you know how many phases that person is gonna go through? And I get if you're coming
Yeah,
from a
we forgive
perspective
all
of-
we forgive all types of things. There's women that are still in love with men that have committed a crime, for example. We're talking about body count when there's women that will literally wait for them to get out of jail and things like that. So I feel like I got a point on this one. I mean,
if you're the type of person that thinks that your girl's body count matters, then that's you. That's your opinion. If nobody or nothing that anyone says can change it, then that's just you. There just needs to be mutual respect for both sides.
yeah, you
Yes.
should find a person that
Yes.
thinks like
Doesn't
you,
matter.
baby.
Okay.
You don't have to
if-
change
now,
for you.
now we could agree. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted y'all to know y'all always gonna be looked at. You know what I'm saying? If she or she got a less body count and you got a higher body count, there's somebody that's gonna look at you as.
But you said
Yes.
always be looked at. Again, you're generalizing.
I said there's somebody. When I say
Oh,
you guys, I'm talking about women.
Always.
No.
You said the word always.
Did I say always?
I don't know. I'm not
I didn't say always. See, you hearing what you want to hear because.
Oh, we should. I wish
Yeah.
I wish I could hear that.
Let me tell you why you hearing what you want to hear, because you think I'm attacking you. I'm not attacking you.
No, absolutely not. I think you're attacking us.
Am I attacking you?
All of us women.
Women,
Am I attacking you?
Not just me.
mind you, we're 3 females speaking for all of the women, when not all of the women think the same.
Exactly.
Same with
No,
men.
you're speaking for yourself. She's speaking for herself. She's saying there's women like her that don't care about that, and you're saying there's women like you that you're gonna tell a man that I can't change. You feel me? And her, she's just saying I don't care.
What if?
That's what you said.
What I'm saying?
That's what you said. So I need you to speak. You gotta say what's going on.
I mean, yeah, because, like, it's just, feels like you're looking at someone like a product. Like,
Yeah, what the hell?
like
mean-
Yeah, let me see how many calories. Let me see what's the body count.
What
like the human experience is 0 to infinity.
Mhm.
No, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how many people you fit with, because you're experiencing that person for the first time.
Whatever.
That person is experiencing you. You know, you're not always have to think about other people. Like, you have to step in their shoes, and they're experiencing you as well.
Yeah.
So
And also the thing,
Yeah.
the thing that he said about, oh, she has a 5 body count, you have a 20, so I'm gonna go for the 5. Honestly, I am 24 years old, and I don't know like the age of everybody here, but I'm 24, and I've met boys that were 20, 21 that would think that it matters, and I've met men that have not even talked about it and have not showed that matters. So I think it does depend on the person.
Yeah.
And it does depend on the maturity that you have, because I feel like a lot to do with problems as in like, oh my, that person looks like a hoe or whatever. That has to do a lot with you not knowing how to deal with the situation. So it is to do with insecurity talking back then, because if you're secure with yourself and you're secure with the person that you're with and you're confident that this is what you want, that is not going to matter. Again, not going to matter.
We're going around in circles because
But
you keep saying the same thing.
It's always gonna be a circle.
You keep saying the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're not here to change
Let me
minds.
tell-
Remember, we're
right?
here
No,
to
no.
discuss
No, I'm
drugs.
saying you saying the same thing because you keep saying, oh, there's different person. Of course, there's different person, right? But somebody's always gonna think. Somebody's always gonna ask you.
He said, "Oh,
Right,
it's not."
but
But can we all agree?
I said
Okay.
somebody, always somebody. I didn't say everybody. I said somebody. See, you hear what you want to hear. I said somebody's always gonna ask you that if they want to take you serious, right? If I want to take you serious, I'm gonna ask you, yo, were you somebody that was going around fucking everybody?
Okay, the answer is yes. What are you gonna say?
Boom. And now I'm gonna ask you, are you done with that?
Yes, because I'm with you. If I was,
Then that's it.
I would
It's
not
over.
be
It's
done with
over with. It's over with.
that. So that if that's the
that
thing,
was
we have
my-
always said that.
That was my
Point is
question.
that not every man think like that. Some men are not gonna ask you, "Are you done with that?" That's your follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's gonna.
And also, can
Some
you
men
not
are gonna
tell?
be like,
I
"Oh,
mean,
you were fucking around."
Can you not tell? Because we really can't tell if a guy is fucking around and it's not all about.
No, you can't. You can't. Sometimes you can't tell.
Yeah, I would say
Sometimes you can't tell. There's a lot of girls that look innocent. Man, she not innocent. You feel me?
Not be looking at
But look, the guys that look,
It's so far.
the guys that don't care, they don't care to ask you because they don't want to take you serious. They're not. Their attention was not to take you serious in the
So
first
you're
place.
saying that for somebody to want you serious, they have to ask you that question?
They have to know what you've been through. The guys,
Which
all
is
that.
back to my point.
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily have to be
Exactly.
a question of a number.
It don't. That's what I said. It don't have to, but I gotta know your past, bro. I gotta know if you've been
Then you gotta
fucking
talk to
around.
you, right.
I gotta know if you've been fucking around. If
So
you-
then ask
if
that.
Every time. Look,
Hey, I love you and I want to know, did you used to fuck around? Okay.
What's the difference?
What kind of people did you used to
Because
fuck
body
around with?
count
the
is a
difference?
number.
Yes, body count.
So
is
y'all be
a-
okay. So
Judgment.
so y'all don't like the numbers. Y'all don't like the
This is
numbers.
like penicillin.
Body count.
Penicillin.
When it comes to money, I like
The
it.
So y'all don't like the
A
numbers.
big yellow.
You don't like the numbers. You don't like the numbers, and you don't like the numbers, right? So y'all want men to stop asking y'all body count, but we can ask
No,
you.
we want
Like
men
I
to
said.
stop even thinking that matters.
The number.
No,
is
she just said
like-
she just said we can ask y'all if y'all been fucking around. If I want to be serious with you, I can ask you, have you been like?
Yeah, why
Did you
not?
fuck around in the past? Can I ask you that?
Yeah, how are you? Like, how are you flirting? Or you a quiet girl? Like, this is a conversation, normal conversation. We're not asking what's your body count.
Okay, so that's what they saying. They saying ask it in a different type of. I got you.
No, we're
Yeah.
not saying don't judge it by the number.
That's not what she said. See,
No, that is what I said.
That
So
is
what
what
did you
I
say?
Don't a number is putting it on a scale. You're gonna judge because of a number that you're equalizing, like from 1 to let's say 100. 0, she's a virgin, she's an angel. 100, she's a slut. Why? That's literally what you're doing by
Yeah, that's
putting a
not
number. That's what
Alright.
you're doing. You're,
weird because
So-
guys will go after girls.
you're giving it a
that
scale.
They know they're virgins, so they're like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah, how many times do we have to lose our virginity? When we're supposed to be virgin for every single guy, how many times do we have to lose our virginity? That sounds so.
Okay.
That sounds so unreal, bro.
So y'all say men should just ask, did you fuck around? If I want to get serious, with you, did you fuck?
Yeah, there's so many different ways of asking that.
Okay.
And also, we don't mind it.
Be open minded.
Some people are always
2024, guys. You guys, 2024. Another reason why you should be open-minded. Time is
yeah,
money.
true, bro.
It's that's
A whole different year.
we gotta move up, you know.
Okay, what if like?
Wait,
do you
you were
think?
saying something?
Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
But I kind of forgot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you think the generation that's coming in behind us are asking these questions?
I don't know.
Thank God, no.
I feel like
I feel like right now. I mean, if I have a kid right now, like your sister, for example, your sister has a beautiful son. Do you know how she's gonna teach her to be, you know, like a better person than
Yeah, for
she
real.
was raised to be?
yeah, my sister's like a
So yeah, the new generations.
yeah, she's a different generation than I am, but we're still very similar. Like we're literally two of.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach my
It's
son
not-
to respect
I don't-
women
I don't-
no
I don't-
matter what their body count is.
I don't think.
That's what I'm
It's
teaching
not that
myself.
they're not gonna respect you, right? They want to know who they with. That's.
I also think that we're okay.
But you're saying asking a different type of question. That I got you.
Yeah.
But if I want to be serious with you, I'm gonna ask you. I want to know who you with, like who you been with. Have you been fucking around? You feel me? I'm not gonna say the body count no more. You just said don't say the body count, but I'm gonna say okay. Were you somebody that I was fucking around, going to clubs?
Yeah, but you
and
said
doing-
that.
yeah, get to know
But
that.
that's
Get to
it.
know the person.
Yeah.
That's it.
But you said that, you know, like if the high numbers would be undesirable, right? So I feel like regardless of our answer and how you ask it, we're still undesirable, right? Because that's not how you want us to be. So then,
No, that's not true.
well, you just said that if you have a low body count, you're undesirable.
No, that's not what I
I mean,
said.
a high body
We're
count,
desirable.
you're
You're desirable if you have a low body count. But if
right.
you have a lot,
But if you ask if you're fucking around and I say yes, I was fucking around so much.
y'all not giving me a body count. Look, y'all, if I ask you,
Am I undesirable?
if I ask it in a way like, okay, were you guys fucking around? Were you going da whatever? You know what I'm saying? You gonna say, yeah, I had a time in my life where I got my heart broken. Okay, I'm gonna say, okay, bet. So
What if
you
the
was
person
going
just
through
tells you that
something.
they felt like it. They weren't even going through it.
Yeah, what if I tell you I was young and I didn't know what I was doing?
That's a phase. You just said you was
Discovering
young.
myself.
You was young. That's a phase. Like she was saying, there's phases. So I'm gonna say, okay, are you done with that phase? That's
Some
it.
people don't really want to talk about their past though. Like if that's something they've already evolved past, then they're bringing a different level of maturity where like they're
Yeah.
done with that. So that's why it's like kind of weird when people ask that. It's like
I'm gonna be dead ass. I'm gonna be dead ass real with you. You got to be with somebody that don't care about that. That's it. You feel me?
And then
Yeah,
you
Find
want somebody that has low
That's,
body count.
no, not nobody.
It just has to be a mutual respecting.
Maybe that's it. You gotta find somebody that don't care about that. They don't want to know the past you. Because if I'm with a woman, I need to know her past. I gotta know how she was raised. I gotta know all that. If you
Yeah,
want,
but that's different.
that's different.
That's
it's not
so
different.
different. That's
You just said you don't want to talk about your past, right? It's the same thing.
But I thought with family, because obviously
Yeah.
you don't want to know if you treat your family like shit.
No,
then
we're not
you're
saying you
gonna-
can ask them anything.
The experiences, family, all of that.
Yeah, but that's okay. But
I
that's
want
so
to.
different.
I want to know what you've been through. I want to know.
That
Yo,
will
yo.
come with time though. When you're with someone and sexually, like you want to open up,
Yeah.
that's gonna have to come from then. Like you can't ask them like, have you been, assaulted sexually? Like that will already come
Yeah.
from them.
That is
Like
true.
listen, like I feel really safe with you.
I feel like you should know, or if
Yeah, I feel like you should know
Yeah,
that I've
that's
been through this, but this is why like I'm like this. You never know.
That's
So
true.
It's like not, not every sexual experience is.
Yeah, there's so much that comes behind, a lot of way that women act. There's a lot that comes behind. I feel like even, our homegirls that are sex workers or that have OnlyFans, I don't think that we can judge them because of their way of making their money.
Oh,
If you wanna,
you feel like that? You think that's true?
what, that we shouldn't judge a person by how they want to make their money?
Yes.
I definitely think that there is judgment behind that, for sure. Do I feel like it should be judged? Honestly, I feel like everybody deserves love,
Of course.
Yeah, and I feel like judgment kind of limits the love that you will have for
Or
somebody.
the dessert.
If that's what you're like, if that's what you're going for, like.
But you gotta take accountability. So if
Listen,
I
there's gonna be some guys that really don't care if you're putting your pictures up on OnlyFans, right?
Yeah,
there's some guys that really
there's girls
don't
that are
care.
their own relationships.
And there's other guys
They're
that do
monogamy.
care about that kind of stuff.
Already.
There's
I love that.
TikTokers now that talk about how their boyfriends take these pictures for them and they use that money together as a whole to spend it. And
That's why it
he's the
depends on the
photographer
person.
and she's the one posing for the picture. So it really just depends. Like I said before, it just has to be something where there's a level of respect for both parties, you know, like
Mutual
some
communication, yeah.
some people do care about that. Some people see that and measure with the value of a person. If you're that person, you're gonna meet somebody that's gonna think the same way, you know? Maybe us three girls don't think like that, but maybe if you interview three other girls somewhere, they might disagree and agree with how other men think. I was gonna say you, but you know, you're speaking for others. For sure, you know, I think that everybody's gonna have their own way of thinking. It's like, to me, as long as you can agree to disagree respectfully,
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
So, should a man even ask a woman for her body count? No, they should say it. They should ask it indifferently.
Yeah.
Okay. Does having a body count of more than 10 make her undesirable? You said what did you
Yeah,
say?
but that's an we said no.
We said no.
You said no.
I feel like that's definitely a question you need to ask a man because I can't.
We gonna do this with a men. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
It's a men. So you said no. You said no, right?
Yeah.
You said no. And does her body count define who she is?
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
No. And no. Because y'all said a person could change.
Yeah.
That's the reason why her body count don't define who she is, right?
No.
yeah, right.
Oh, you say yeah. Why? Why you said no?
Because I feel like it still doesn't matter. Like that if it's a high number, a low number, it still does not define who she is.
Yeah, right. That's what we're saying. Doesn't
No,
matter.
he
Look, I said, does her body count define who she is?
No, her body count does not define who she is.
Because
because a high number or a low number does not mean you're a bad person or a good person. That's what I said.
Does her body,
Body
count
count
define who she is? No, because maybe it could have defined who she was in that moment, if that's what you want to say. But like, still, it's like what you're saying.
I
Like,
think so repetitive. Like we're just saying the same things over and over.
yeah,
Just
No, I just
overall define who someone is, like not like
well, what this question is basically saying is, can she change? And she said yeah, and then she said no, or something like that.
No, she
When
didn't change. That wasn't the question before.
All right.
Let's get it together.
Alright.
Let's get it together.
And you said no, right?
Can she change? Yes, she can change. That wasn't the question before.
Alright. Nah, cause it feels like we going
The
back
question
and
was-
forth. You know what I'm
the
saying?
question was random. Does her body count define who she is?
No.
No, we all agree no. The answer is no. Can she change? Yes. Everybody can change.
Alright.
Yeah.
Everybody can change.